years ago. So if that was you 20 years ago, what am I supposed to believe about you now? Now, in the case of Jake Paul, I'm conflicted.
Hero. Meanwhile, Jake Paul walked away with his 11th professional win, even though most of which have been...
When you see this green...
Not only was...
Right hand first. Right hand first. Right there. And knock Mike off balance.
Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to our channel. Today, we are diving into something absolutely wild. Something I know you all want to hear about. Yup, you guessed it, the leaked fight script for the most unexpected showdown of the year. Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul. Yeah, I know, it sounds like a fever dream. But hey, this is where we are at. And honestly, I am loving it. So grab your popcorn, buckle up, and let's break this leaked fight script down round by round. We will tell you exactly where the knockout happens. Spoiler alert, it is going to be epic. Round 1, Tyson sets the tone. The bell rings, and right away Tyson's on the hunt. He is doing that classic bob and weave, moving forward and making Jake work to keep his distance. Jake looks cautious, trying to stay out of reach while circling around the ring. Tyson lands a couple of jabs, but Jake's youth gives him an edge in movement. He is light on his feet. Jake even manages to land a quick 1-2 combo before stepping back. Tyson's a bit slower than in his prime, but he's still got that look in his eye. By the end of the round, Jake's feeling pretty good, but Tyson's just getting started. Round 2, Tyson turns up the heat. Round 2 kicks off and Tyson's no longer just testing the waters. He is cutting off the ring, making it tough for Jake to move around. Tyson gets in close and lands a brutal left hook to Jake's body. You can almost hear the crowd wince along with Jake. It's a big shot, but Jake doesn't back down. He uses his reach and throws out some long jabs to keep Tyson from closing in too much. You can tell Jake's got stamina on his side, bouncing around, while Tyson's starting to breathe a little heavier. Round 3, Jake's confidence grows. In round 3, you can see Jake starting to get comfortable. He plants his feet more, looking for those big shots. He manages to land a sharp right cross that catches Tyson off guard for a moment. The crowd is loving it. Jake actually made Tyson stumble. Tyson responds though, throwing a classic combination that shows he's still got it, even if Jake manages to dodge most of it. Jake's getting into a rhythm now, finding his range with that jab, while Tyson's head movement isn't quite what it used to be. The momentum seems to be shifting. Round 4, the struggle for Tyson. By round 4, it is clear Tyson's feeling the years. He is still swinging with power, but the shots are fewer, and Jake's starting to see them coming. Jake keeps landing cleaner punches, especially using his jab to keep Tyson at bay. Then Jake lands a sharp right hand that opens up a cut above Tyson's eye. Tyson is still trying to push forward. He's got that never quit attitude, but Jake's footwork is keeping him out of harm's way. The crowd can sense it. Jake is turning the tide, and Tyson's struggling to keep up. Round 5, the knockout blow. Here we go. Round 5, Jake knows Tyson is running out of gas, and he starts going on the offensive. He backs Tyson up to the ropes with a crisp 3-punch combo, and Tyson's looking tired. Tyson tries to duck and weave out of danger, but Jake times it perfectly. Boom! A huge right hand connects, catching Tyson right on the chin. Tyson's legs give out, and he goes down hard. The ref steps in, starts the count, but it's clear Tyson's not getting back up in time. Jake Paul pulls off the win, and the crowd can't believe it. The arena's in shock. The aftermath. After the fight, Tyson shows what a class act he is. He heads over to Jake, helps him up, and gives him a nod of respect. You can tell there's mutual respect there. Jake might have won, but facing a legend like Tyson is no joke, and he knows it. Tyson's interview afterward is humble. He praises Jake for having the guts to step into the ring, especially against someone like him. Jake, despite the victory, stays humble too. He talks about how much it meant to share the ring with one of his idols, and honestly, you've got to respect that. The internet, of course, goes absolutely wild. Memes, tweets, hot takes, you name it, it is everywhere. And people can't get over how close the fight came to matching that eked script. In the end, everyone got what they came for. Pure entertainment. the Netflix fiasco. Now, let's talk about something else that had fans fuming: the Netflix streaming issues during the fight. Viewers experienced major outages and buffering problems throughout the event. Thousands of people were hit with streaming issues, and let's be real, it was a mess. People missed key moments because Netflix couldn't handle the traffic. It was frustrating for everyone trying to watch live. There were reports of up to 14,000 outages during the event, and social media exploded with complaints. Fans were left staring at loading screens or blurry, buffering images right when the action was getting good. Down Detector showed thousands of complaints, and people weren't happy. It's safe to say, for a fight of this magnitude, the streaming service really dropped the ball. Hopefully, they get it together next time, because missing a Mike Tyson knockout, that's just unacceptable. Conclusion: marvelous verdict. So there you have it, the leaked fight script for Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul. Was it accurate? Pretty much. Was it entertaining? Absolutely. It had everything you would expect from a wild matchup like this. A YouTuber stepping in with one of the greatest fighters ever. It is the kind of story you just can't make up, and honestly, I'm here for it. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more crazy content like this. Drop a comment. Did you actually think Jake had a chance, or was it always going to be Tyson's night? Let me know your thoughts. Until next time, keep dreaming big, stay entertained, and remember, some legends are legends.
What? Give my son allowance?
Right hand first.
We're gonna watch this.
Mike Tyson wasn't just any ordinary heavyweight champion. The way he did it was something we had never seen. By the time he turned 20, he had already become the youngest heavyweight champion in history, leaving a trail of devastation behind him. From the summer of 1986 to his shocking defeat in Tokyo, Iron Mike Tyson was an unstoppable juggernaut, sending chills down the spines of his opponents.
Trying to hold on, serious trouble, and down he goes.
I'm just convinced, you know what I mean? These fellas, how dare them challenge me with their somewhat primitive skills? They're just as good as dead.
During his peak period, every time he stepped into the ring, it wasn't a question of who would win, but how quickly and brutally it would happen. Tyson's performances weren't just victories, they were statements. That reminded the world what pure skill, unfiltered power and aggression could look like in its most ruthless form. In this video, we're going to take a look back at Mike Tyson's absolute prime, when no one could stop him, and when he was the baddest man on the planet.
And we have a new era in boxing. Mike Tyson puts to Tyson that we have to say.
To understand how dangerous Mike Tyson became, we have to go back to the summer of 1986, a period, in my opinion, that marked the beginning of his relentless rise to the top. Coming into June 1986, with an unblemished 21-0 record, Tyson would start the streak that would leave the heavyweight division trembling. Reggie Gross would be that unfortunate man at Madison Square Garden. As he tried to put the pressure on Tyson, it only took Mike one round to turn the tables around, leaving the ref no choice but to finish it.
After that, Gross was able to get up a different angle for you. Again, watch the uppercut will land, the right hand will land. There's the uppercut. Now the right hand will land. Not too heavy. Now watch the left hook. Bang, right there. He lands it right on the button. And the fight was virtually over here, although Gross was able to get back up and continue on. And this was the closing flurry, then ended it. Now, as you look into his eyes, right there you can see how glassy-eyed he is.
Just 2 weeks later, Tyson was back in action against William Hosea on June 28th. This time, it was even quicker. Tyson finished the fight in under 2 minutes with a thunderous knockout that left Hosea crumbled on the canvas.
So, is this going to follow suit? Mark you, Reggie Gross only lasted 1 round in his last fight, so maybe not. We shall see. Hosea in the blue, Tyson in the black. We're in Troy, New York. Tyson's 23rd professional fight, 22 unbeaten streak. And Hosea, well... Oh, no, that was just a slip. That was just a slip. Separates them. Good right uppercut. And once again, the legs twitch. Hosea in trouble. And down. The crowd, as you would expect for the local boy, this is upstate New York. Tyson from practically round the corner in the Catskills. Didn't beat it. Well, I thought he did. Hosea thought he did. Harry, the ref, quite adamant he didn't. Tyson looking a bit bemused, having his arm raised.
There was no stopping Tyson this summer, as by the time July hit, he stepped in the ring with Lorenzo Boyd this time, showing no signs of fatigue, despite fighting twice in the past month. Boyd tried to answer Tyson by standing his ground more. However, this leaves opportunities for Tyson to set up his
I was muted all the while. Are you serious right now?
Bouncing around, showing a lot more movement.
Alright, so this is prime Mike Tyson.
Watching tape of Mike Tyson so many
this
times.
is his prime, where, you know, the fight happened like 3 days ago and Jake Paul beat him. But this is his prime. No one can beat prime Mike Tyson. If I were to fight him, you would see me
out of a
in
southpaw
the
position,
light.
but he hits so hard that it doesn't matter what position he's hitting you from,
you know what I
or what
mean?
angle. He's just a devastating
I can't beat him.
To the body with a right hand. That hurt Lorenzo Boyd.
Boyd making the mistake of backing up. He's got to come in and throw punches.
Boyd, one-time police officer in Stillwater, Oklahoma.
See, if Boyd was a boxer, I'd say, okay, box. But he's not a boxer. He's a slugger. Tyson has 2 of the quickest hands in the heavyweight division.
I know, like,
Boyd
I
crowding
can't beat
Tyson,
this guy.
looking for an opening. I know Boyd wants to come in with the uppercut, but hasn't shown it. Tyson shows it there.
This is a guy.
Belated happy birthday to Mike Tyson.
He is strong. I can't beat him.
Tyson in at 219. Boy, he carries
by the way,
weight
Chad,
well.
I played with Chica earlier.
He carries it so well. He says he
I'll
feels
post
heavier,
a video of it
actually better
soon.
at this weight than he does when he gets in around 214, 215.
Look at him go.
Half a minute to go, round 1.
Look at him
Country
go,
Club in
Chad.
Swan
No.
Lake, New York.
Whoever says,
And Lorenzo Boyd has done what 14
Chad,
others
whoever
have
says
failed
you
to
can
do
beat
against
Mike Tyson,
Let's go into the second round.
he will slap you.
Excuse me.
I'm sorry.
Dropped an L in there where it didn't belong.
Dude. Oh my god, he is so good.
Body shots.
So these some
very
highlights
effective
of
for Tyson
like,
thus far.
highlights will be soon. I'm going to show you the highlights
When he was on
of
the
the
police
fight.
force
But now it is prime Mike
in
Tyson.
Stillwater, Oklahoma.
Look at prime Mike Tyson.
Guys in the
Chad.
department kind of
Look,
urged him on.
he is crazy.
Fighter, and then he's
He
gone
will
full
forever
time.
be
He's also
crazy.
taking criminal law courses at Oklahoma
look at-
State.
look
right
at
now
this guy
he
go.
backs
Look,
off from a
look.
sharp right uppercut to the body by Tyson. Again, a double right hand to the body and the...
Do you know there are crypto companies willing to reward you free money to use
I
their
don't need
services?
money. I got money in the world. Okay, now let me
Lorenzo
look
Boyd.
this.
The count is 5. The count is 6.
Look at that
The
knockout.
count is 8. He will not
Jesus.
get up. It's over.
Sam, show me what heavyweight throws punches
Name a
back
person
quick.
better
Those were
than
2
Mike
right
Tyson.
hands, 1 to the body.
Name
Just
a
15 days
person.
later, on July 26th, Tyson faced Marvis Frazier. The fight carried a deeper
Oh,
significance
Marvis
because
Frazier.
Marvis was the son of the legendary Joe Frazier, one of the most
LX for
iconic
sure,
heavyweights to ever step in the ring. While he had a very strong amateur career and many expected Marvis to potentially follow in his father's footsteps, it was Tyson who seemed to embody that spirit of Smoking Joe that night. In a twist of irony, it was Tyson who had channeled that
don't even,
relentless
just
all-out
by looking at
aggression
him
that
and,
Joe
like,
Frazier
staring
was
at him.
known for. Except Tyson did it with more
giving me
speed
the
and
anxiety.
ferocity, showing the world that he was here not just to win, but to dominate.
Scoring is done by 3 judges. The referee does not score. Scoring on the round system, supplemental 4-point scoring system if the rounds wind up even, and the 3 knockdown rule is in effect. Tyson comes out slugging.
He comes out smoking like Marvis's father, Joe. Marvis must move or we're going to be out of here very, very quickly.
Dude, he is insane.
Uppercut, and Marvis is hurt.
Frazier is down. Joe Cortez moves in to have a look, and he's going to stop the fight. It did not last 20 seconds. Tyson goes over to take a look at Marvis. Frazier obviously quite concerned. A terrific uppercut.
Second knockout sensation. Watch the right hand of Mike Tyson. Marvis in the corner and trapped. There it was. Just clipped him right on the chin. The left was unnecessary. Marvis is badly hurt at this point. Uppercut again. And there, Marvis is out on his feet.
Mike Tyson be
Everything
giving him the
after this is just
uppercut, man.
incidental.
Any skepticism about his punching power has to evaporate.
That night, Marvis Frazier stood in the ring as a connection to boxing's great past, but Tyson made it clear that a new era had begun, and he was going to lead it. Tyson's momentum continued to build as he entered the end of the summer, facing Jose Ribalta, 6'5" giant,
Bro, imagine a
the
Mike
tallest
Tyson
opponent
uppercut.
Tyson had faced up to that point.
You see
He
me
definitely
in the
presented a
floor
new
line
challenge
dead.
for the young heavyweight, something Mike clearly needed to develop. Despite the reach advantage he had over Tyson, he was still able to knock him down multiple times throughout the fight, before eventually getting a TKO victory in the 10th round.
And the battle upstairs was a draw. Now what happens remains to be seen. Pat Putnam of Sports Illustrated probably put it best. Tyson has the anticipation of a Doberman who's happened upon 210 pounds of unguarded meat.
From wearing down on a tall man like the ball.
Yeah, just tremendous body shots and what an uppercut. And Ribalta does not appear to be hurt by it.
That Ribalta is making. He's throwing his jab, and at times it lands, but you notice the way that it comes back. Comes back slow and it drops. So counter right hand by Mike Tyson is inviting.
And there was an uppercut. What a shot. It really did. Ribalta trying to bang with Tyson and gets off the ropes. Tyson's body punches are absolutely devastating.
And the opponent seeing the punch, and those are the punches that do the most damage. There it is. Never saw it coming.
We will remind you that little right hand partially caught in the gloves.
Is that vaunted punching power of Mike Tyson going to be able to take out the big, tough heavyweights who he
Is Mike
hasn't
Tyson going
fought
to take
yet?
out this guy? Maybe?
Because he's fighting
Not
the right
maybe.
way.
Yes, obviously.
Played 10 rounds with Quick Tillis.
Oh my god, him dodging that.
There was a big right hand, and that hurt Ribalta.
There's Tyson at work on the ropes, and there's that big right hand. But Ribalta came right back.
Oh! Mike Tyson just smacked him in the no-no swing.
There's a smashing left hand, and wisely, Tony Battle.
Look at his face.
As Ribalta's arms were locked in the ropes.
Wow, he's the go free. He is him. He is the goal.
Finished this man off. Ribalta is still there.
He's the goal.
I don't know if this fight
No one
makes
can ever
Ribalta a
beat
star
Mike
in
Tyson.
Miami, but he's earned some respect.
Mike Tyson and Muhammad Ali is the best of the best. Oh my God.
He is up, but he is in some... Okay.
So do you want to continue? He said, yeah, hell yeah. That's
Oh,
a fight.
he's going for it.
That's it.
The match over.
Let's take another look, Ray, at the end of it all. Big left hand there. That took Revolta down.
Ever
Well, here,
try
Tyson
to
with that
lay
aggressive
a
style
finger
and
on
working the left
goat.
hook. He was able to
Just
hurt
don't.
Revolta a number of times, but Revolta
Don't.
maintained his composure.
By the time it entered the
just,
fall, another opponent was lined out in Ratliff, who also had a solid reputation as a former cruiserweight champion and was much taller than Mike again. However, his tactics were to go on his bike, while Mike wanted to finish this one much quicker.
Reach or try to exchange punch for punch with Mike Tyson. His best bet is use that jab. Here, Ratliff is actually running. He's not actually boxing and moving and utilizing the ring, as Ratliff is doing here.
Yeah, so far it's track meet. There was a right hand by Tyson, and that stopped Ratliff.
Momentum. And when you give Mike Tyson momentum, you ask for problems.
A left and a right behind it, no knockdown,
Oh
says Davey
my
Pearl. There was a
God.
slip.
Many investors make the mistake of swinging at
I
every
don't
ball that they see.
care.
Not only is it very
I
stressful,
don't care. Who will win, Rocky or Mike Tyson? Mike Tyson.
And Ratliff continues on the bike. Hold it up, don't punch it, hold it up. Ratliff is fighting his first round, Ray, like a startled fawn.
He's still trying to survive.
I'm not gonna say anything. Nothing is different than, like, nothing is high. There's no height difference. There is a height difference, a little bit. But no matter what height you are, Mike Tyson.
I'm wondering whether he's going to be on a 10-speed or a 12-speed in this round.
On his trunks it says Spartan, and I think that was an apt
Bro, every second when I saw the Jake Paul and Mike Tyson fight, every second Jake Paul tries to go in for a hug. Wait, no hug me. Wait, no hug me. Every second, one punch from uppercut from Mike Tyson. Wait, no hug me. Dude, like, just fight.
And there was a left hand, and Ratliff will sit it out.
Ray, it looked like a short left hook. It was classic.
Bro, it's been shooting this after days. I can't help it. I like it. It's some highlights that people need.
Tyson right on top of Alfonso Ratliff. Can the man finish? And Tyson has left little doubt about that so far. Right hand, that should be just about it. Davey Pearl looking very closely. And that's all. It's over.
This is insane.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Davey Pearl stops the bout.
He won.
At 1 minute, 41 seconds of the second
Let's go.
round. The
Well,
winner
he
by
won.
TKO and still undefeated, Mike.
On November 22nd, 1986, Tyson faced Trevor Berbick for the WBC heavyweight title. If he was to win, he would become the youngest heavyweight world champion we've ever seen. Berbick, a
Oh
tough,
my God,
experienced champion,
Wait,
was
see the
expected
score,
to
chat. See
pose
the
a
score.
significant
Look.
challenge. Going off the summer
Look at the
Tyson
score,
had
look at the
just
score.
had, it's no wonder
I can't skip it.
we've ever
Wait, this is not the score. Oh my
seen.
God, he
Berbick,
is
a tough,
insane.
he would become
Bro, Oh, I skipped all the way.
all the
Okay, watch this one.
There was a right hand by Tyson. And that stopped Ratliff.
Momentum. And when you give Mike Tyson momentum, you ask for problems.
A lady is shouting in the background like, who died?
Says Davey Pearl.
Who
That was a
died?
slip.
Oh, who died?
And Ratliff continues on the bike.
He was 20?
Ratliff is fighting his first round, Ray, like a startled fawn.
He's still trying to survive, Barry. I'm wondering whether he's going to be on a 10-speed or a 12-speed in this round.
On his trunks it says Spartan, and I think that was an apt description of his performance in the first round.
Yeah, Anthony, later on, and Kathleen, thank you so much.
That was a good opportunity there.
Ratliff will sit it out.
Yep. GG's. Look at Mike Tyson though. Look. Uppercut.
Listen, I don't think he'll get out of this round. Tyson right on top of Alfonso Ratliff.
See, every time they help.
And Tyson has left little doubt about that so far. Right hand, that should be just about it. Davy Pearl looking very closely. And that's all. It's over.
Jesus. Okay.
Referee Davy Pearl stops the bout at 1 minute.
Hold him off, smother Tyson, and hope for a long fight that wears him out.
I'm predicting it.
Berbick says it's imperative he keeps
Tyson
his
wins
man
all
in
the
the
way.
middle of the ring.
He gives one uppercut and this guy gets
back like he's pushed other fighters back, and I'll push him back. And I think therein is another key to this fight, Ray. If Berbick can push Tyson back, easier said than done, but if he can, then he can be in the hunt.
Well, what is I feel is imperative for both fighters? Keep those hands high. Shoulders.
That's a big right hand by Tyson. Big right hand, Tyson.
So he knows how to get a breathing, get that second wing going.
Another big left hook by Tyson. I mentioned this earlier, but Tyson's punches even sound different than most heavyweights,
making him fight his fight.
Another good left hand by Tyson, and a right behind it, and Berbick is rocked. Berbick in trouble here. Berbick just trying to get through the round. He's hurt, no question. That was a big, big round for Mike Tyson. And the punches are short because he's coming forward and harder to see. We have to remember that Trevor Berbick has never been hit by punches as hard as he's being hit in this fight. And you'd never know how a man is going to respond to that. People could have hoped for in that round. Trevor Berbick, we should point out, has been down twice. There's another big shot by Tyson. Berbick in a heap of trouble. Down he goes.
Punches are coming in such a succession that Berbick can't deal with them. They're short, powerful, devastating punches.
That was a right to the body and an uppercut to the head, and Berbick is down. This one is going to be over, I believe. It's over. That's all. And we have a new era in boxing. Mike Tyson fought as perfect a fight as a man of his type of ability could possibly fight. He fought a very strong man, an experienced man.
This is the way that Tyson demonstrated his talent. Here, the right hand that put Trevor Berbick in a great deal of trouble, and here's the first knockdown. Again, another looping right hand, and Tyson punches very well with both hands. It was a good display of punching power by Mike Tyson.
And again, just to underscore the theme that Larry Merchant said,
well, the final knockdown, we didn't see that beautiful uppercut too often. In fact, Tyson didn't need it. But it was a short left hook that did away with Trevor Berbick.
Just tremendous shots and very quick hand speed. He set up the last knockdown with a shot to the body and came right back behind it. And you could see at this point that Trevor Berbick was not about to get back up.
See, we understand the punching power of Mike Tyson. All you have to do is watch this replay, and Trevor Berbick has a very durable chin. He has never been hit that hard, that often by any fighter.
With that right hand.
It's such a short left uppercut, left hook, I'm sorry. And it was a one-punch knockout pretty much. It was not accumulation of punches.
Tyson, 20 years old, a heavyweight champion. How does it feel to be wearing this belt?
Well, the moment I waited for all my life since I started the game of boxing.
He is so
and as everyone said, that Burbick didn't have a chance. Burbick was very tough, very strong. It's like very strong. I was never expecting to be as strong like that. I knew he was strong, but I didn't expect him to be as strong as me. It was very strong. But I was calm, and I was timing my punch. Every punch I do a bad extension in a vital area.
Especially.
Everybody thought that the magnitude of this event, your youth, the fact that you have been a little too impatient in past fights, might make this a longer fight. How did you feel coming into this fight? How are you prepared to fight him?
Well, I told everybody I anticipated on a knockout because I was so calm, so relaxed, and I had so much belief in myself. Because my trainer, Cameroon, and I want to get in here. We sacrificed so much and put in so much, and I just knew we couldn't fail.
Thank you. Can we get about the double up?
Survived even as early as that.
Well, I don't know about that. If that was so, that was his problem. I was coming to destroy and win the heavyweight championship of the world, which I've done. And I like to dedicate my fight to my great guardian, Customato. And I'm sure he's up there and he's looking and he's talking to all the great fighters and saying his boy did it.
He's smiling, that's right. Customato, when he first saw you at the age of 13, 14, he said to you, "Stay with me and you can be the heavyweight champion of the world." Yes. And you said, "How do you know that? You just saw me."
I said this is a crazy old white dude.
What do you think he saw in you?
I couldn't tell you. He's a genius. You can't. Everything he said happened. Isn't it true? Everything he said happened with him.
Such a wholesome person, dude.
As we entered 1987, this was going to be a huge year for Tyson, as he set his sights on unifying the heavyweight division. On March 7th, he faced James Bone Crusher Smith in a highly anticipated unification bout for the WBA title. Unlike Tyson's previous fights, they were marked by quick, brutal finishes. Smith, standing at 6'4", proved to Tyson that he was going to be a much tougher opponent. This was a bit of a messy fight compared to his last ones, with Smith slowing the pace of the fight, stopping Mike from getting his signature combinations off. And while it may have not been the most exciting performance, he showed he was still capable of getting the job done.
You heard Smith say, "Let me have the towel down on where it is." Mike Tyson. Smith.
It may be that Tyson is frustrated because...
I did not think would fight that way.
Oh, stop hogging him. This other dude. Oh, Smile was like, "What's up, dude?" This guy is so tall. Oh my god. Mike, calm down.
I received a phone call from my client telling me he's overtraded and he's making me pay off.
Smith, there was a combination. There was the right hand.
As good as Lewis.
Speaking of theater, laid back Tyson up.
That was the best punch of the fight. We thought we would see that in the first 10 seconds, not in the last 10 seconds.
And it is over.
It was too late, it was too little for Bone Crusher Smith. Where was that an hour ago?
Let's get the official verdict now from Chuck Hall.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is the decision of the judges. Judge Lou Tabit scores 120, 106, 119, 107 for the new WBA, WBC heavyweight champion of the world, Iron Mike Tyson.
As Mike continued his journey to become undisputed, he would face Thomas at the end of the spring. He was another big man, skilled and experienced and known for his jab. Tyson's creativity really showed in this, as he threw together a 15-punch combination, flooring Thomas and forcing a stoppage, bringing him one step closer to become undisputed.
Or a certain performance.
And a left hand and that staggered Thomas. And a right hand behind it. Thomas in trouble again. And now Tyson in for the kill. 2 uppercuts and a left hand. Thomas trying to hold on. Serious trouble, and down he goes. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's over. It is over. Now let's take a look at the knockdown. You know, we talk about finishers, and I've always said you were a great finisher. Well, here's a guy who doesn't have to take a back seat.
Well, he levels his punches. I mean, he gets so much leverage behind each punch. Mike Tyson can fight southpaw. He can fight orthodox. He puts his hip behind. Look at here. He's just putting his entire body behind the punch, and he's so relentless. Again, the uppercut, left hook. He's still in position to throw more punches, and it's just a matter of time. That left hook there was deadly.
Just a great finisher. I mean, once this man is hurt, he is gone.
Well, why Mike Tyson's such a threat to the heavyweight division is because he is such a good finisher. He gets you hurt. He doesn't let you off the hook.
Well, Kevin Rooney is trainer, and we always talk.
Tyson takes the final step toward the undisputed title.
And now Tyson moves in for the kill. 2 uppercuts and a left hand. Thomas trying to hold on. Serious trouble, and down he goes.
And finally, we've seen the opportunists. Tony Tucker, after a come-from-behind TKO of Buster Douglas, has emerged as the IBF heavyweight champion.
There was left hook there.
And a right behind him and another right. Douglas is in deep trouble on the ropes. Almost halfway through the round.
On August 1st, 1987, Tyson faced Tony Tucker in the high-stakes fight to become undisputed heavyweight champion to capture the IBF title. Tucker, who was also undefeated at the time, been very confident in getting an upset. Iron Mike did struggle with his sharp counters early in the fight. However, Tyson's pressure and body work wore Tucker down throughout the 12 rounds.
Walk the walk. It's time for Tony Tucker now to walk the walk.
Or run the run, as it were. And we'll see what kind of tactic Tucker takes.
I was expecting Mike Tyson to jump right on Tony Tucker. Tucker, I had figured that he should at least tie his man up, try to frustrate Mike Tyson.
But is he strong enough to do that?
Well,
that was a good right hand
I do
by
something
Tucker.
later with Chad.
That might have been the best shot that Mike Tyson has ever taken right there.
Did you know that uppercut rocked Mike Tyson? This man, Tucker, may have found out a weakness.
And another right hand by Tucker.
I appreciate it.
Tucker seems willing to brawl with Mike Tyson early. Good body shot by Tyson. That's exactly what Kevin Rooney was telling him to do in the corner.
Now see, tied his man up and got out of the corner.
Oh my God.
There was a good right hand again by Tucker. In close, catching Tyson on the way in.
He's finished with the left hook, Barry. You see the intensity in Tony Tucker.
There was a big left hand by Tyson. And that was the one big punch. And another one.
You see, this is what Tyson wanted. He wanted Tucker to stand there and exchange punch for punch. In this case, normally, Tyson comes out on top. They think this fight is winnable. Did you see that?
Now that was an interesting scenario. Tucker was trying to get his handlers in seconds out of the ring. The bell had rung.
They were so excited about the prospect of possibly winning the fight, they forgot to put his mouthpiece in.
Tyson looks right now like he's in it for the long haul here.
Nice.
And there was a big right hand. Tucker says, no, I'm not hurt. I've always found that to mean I'm hurt. And he took another right hand.
Like Mike Tyson not feeling in pain. All those training.
I think he's watched my fight before.
Yeah, I think he has too. I think his timing is not as good as yours. Again.
Let's say hi, Chad. You guys are joining. I appreciate you joining and watching the fight of the prime.
And I know from experience because I invented it. You got to be very careful because you're so vulnerable for a counter punch.
Get them. Go get him. Go get him. Punch him.
That was a big left hand, but again Tucker shakes his head.
Okay.
Tyson getting off quicker with his jab now.
Good, short, strong, fast left jab of Mike Tyson. Tucker's fighting a great fight. but he said, so what with you so-called experts? I'm going to show you. And this is what he did tonight. And he has. Even if he loses the fight, he's probably made more friends than he has in the 34
I hate
wins.
when they keep hugging when in the middle of the fight. That's when they fight in the UFC or something.
It's over.
WWE.
Tony Tucker talked the talk and walked the walk.
What's that hole?
Tyson's aggression and control earned him the unanimous decision in this victory, unifying and becoming the undisputed champion at just 21 years old, which is unreal when you actually think about it.
Not as happy as one would think he would be from being the undisputed heavyweight champion
Oh my
of the
God, the
world,
plane is
right?
so
Because,
loud.
you know, as long as you make mistakes, I tell you, you have no means to be happy. I'm a perfectionist. I want to be perfect. And I was trying to use my jab more, and I was just a little confused because he was holding a lot, but I stopped being frustrated and I just continued jabbing most of the round. Thank you, Larry. Undisputed champion, 21 years old. Do you feel now that you're the undisputed champion? That really is more meaningful than the other championships in terms of history.
I knew I was the youngest heavyweight champion when I beat Berger. Thank you very much.
Okay, Mike, thank you.
Anyone else
watch
watch the
Tyson to
Serrano
defend
fight?
his unified titles. And
Yo,
his
most
next
of the
challenge
time
will be
she was
against
like,
former Olympic gold medalist
I don't even
Tyrell
know.
Briggs from the
Like,
famous
she's
1984
like
Olympic team.
Throwing.
And as good as I am, I know that I know how good I am. And for me to have been criticized and the whole shot, I mean, you know, I owe it to myself to go out there and beat Michael Tyson like I am his dad. He's made for me. Ty's son. I owe it to myself to go out there and beat this fella and be called the new undisputed heavyweight champion of the world.
Take some risks.
You know, he quotes Joe Frazier, actually, as he comes into the ring when people criticize his height, that he's too small, and he says Frazier believed he was big enough to get the job done.
I bet in like Mike Tyson's almost like 5,000 belts.
Ladies and gentlemen,
like hundreds of
the undefeated, undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, Iron Mike Tyson.
Can win the fight. I don't happen to be of that school,
Mike
but
Tyson.
you just don't know.
Expect Tyson to jump right on Tyrell Biggs.
3 questions that Mike Tyson really has to answer. Can he cope with a clever boxer? Can he survive a heavy puncher? And can he persevere when he's hurt?
You notice right from the start, Tyson is applying the pressure, trying to slow his man down. I'm seeing more jabs from Mike Tyson than I've seen in the past. I see a lot of movement on the part of Tyrell Biggs. Good lateral movement.
Body shot by Tyson. Teofilo Stevenson, and I admit it was 5 years ago, but he really bothered me.
There is the hook. Again, because his hands are down. He's moving right, but he keeps his hands down too low. Tyson has very quick hands for a big man. He's starting to stand there and exchange toe-to-toe, like I said earlier. You can't do that. Tyson's punches come so fast with so much velocity behind him.
True. That is right.
And the way that Biggs is moving to his right, and the right hand does the most damage.
There was a big right hand, best punch of the fight.
That was the left hook, Barry. That was the left hook I was talking about. Now,
here is Tyson's most effective punch. Biggs has been on his flat-footed more in this round than he was in the first round. Got nailed with the left hook. He has shown in the past that he takes a good punch.
That offsets someone else's jab.
Another left hook.
The hook's gonna land all night, Barry, because his right hand is down.
Body shot with the left hand. That's something he pointed out before the fight. And now it's Tyson just hammering it. And there's a huge left hand.
Body movement from Tyrell Biggs now. Start those uppercuts.
He took a big left hand there. And another. Corner and look long and hard at that cut in the last round, and you're going to see him again. Tyson hit on a break now.
When I say break, you both break. Understood? You understand, Mike? Joe? Let's go.
That cut looks even uglier. I'm sure the doctor will look at it.
Bloody right.
To me that Biggs is pretty much falling into the same trap as Mike Tyson, trying for one punch.
And he's never, there's a right hand that just caught Biggs off balance.
Just telling Tyson, get a couple head fights. Oh, that
was a tremendous left hand. Oh, this is it. He is gone right now. He has no legs at all. And 10 seconds to go in a round. There's a left hand. He's down again. It's over. It's all over. And it wasn't even close. And what we've seen knocked out, it was a left hand and a big one, and I feel like I'm being redundant with that, but he hit him with many big left hands, Ray.
Well, look at the right hand of Tyrell Biggs. It's down, and the left hook has been landed from round one. But the first minute or two of round one, Biggs was doing his job, boxing. Now he becomes a stationary target. That toe-to-toe tactics proved wrong against David Bay.
Briggs tried to use his height and jab to keep Tyson at bay in this one, but Tyson's aggression and leaping hooks would catch Tyrell by surprise many times. By the 7th round, Tyson's body shots and hooks simply overwhelmed Briggs for the finish. This fight almost showed that no amount of skill or pedigree could withstand Tyson's ferocity.
Tell me, what did you think in that first round when he was moving, trying to do an Ali with his left?
I knew when I came to this fight, I was the best fighter in the world, and I man alive that can beat me.
Why is that?
What broke him down? Was it just the pressure?
Body punches. When I was hitting him with body punches, I heard him, actually, he was crying in there, making woman gestures like, I can't find it, but I knew that he was breaking down soon.
You're saying that Biggs was crying when you hit him?
Yes.
When did that happen?
And perhaps the 4th round on.
So that you knew you had him by that time?
Absolutely, but I knew he was tough in there taking those punches.
Was this your most satisfying fight in the sense of the way you went about it, patiently and businesslike, not getting excited, not trying to take him out with one punch?
Well, I was very calm, and I was thinking about Roberto Duran, how he used to cut down the runners and just wear them down, and I had that frame of mind when I was in the ring.
Did you know that professional speaking is one of the highest paid professions in the business world? However, there is a...
Okay, I got money. I don't need money.
Mike would then fight again in 1988, this time against the legendary
Larry Holmes.
Larry Holmes, the Eastern Assassin coming out of retirement for this fight, hoping to reclaim that past glory. But maybe Tyson gave him a good reason why he should have stayed retired, as Mike was able to get past that whipping jab Larry Holmes was so well known for, with powerful combinations. Maybe Muhammad Ali gave him the motivation before the fight to go for the finish. This was definitely a symbolic win for Tyson, as he defeated a former champion who had once dominated the division that he was now king of.
There he is, Larry Holmes and White, and Mike bangs for the body, run away.
Everybody's ready for it.
Now Mike up at his toes, tries to get the footwork going, trying to pick up the pace. Caught Larry with a pretty good left hook. That's the best punch landed so far. Because if Larry continues to fight like this, he can't survive long. The things that made him great are not there. The foot speed or the hand speed. Another crushing blow to the body of Larry Holmes. Closing seconds of the first round. As the bell, ending round one. It's always exciting to watch the former great against the present great. The only thing is, this is beginning to remind me of the night that Larry Holmes beat up Muhammad Ali. For some of you old-timers, you might remember Rocky Marciano knocking out Joe Louis. It's that kind of night. I just hope Larry doesn't get hurt. But then he goes back to settling down, back on his heels. Mike moves the body, moves the head side to side. He's up on his toes. And when Mike gets up on his toes and moves side to side, he's at his best. But right now, with the inability of Larry Holmes to land the jab or even use it much, Mike comes right through. That's one of the best combinations that Larry's thrown, and it doesn't shift Mike at all. It doesn't even back him off. Aged heavyweight, looking for another payday. Looping right hand gets through and shifts Larry back.
Thank you. We're one more step away from 560.
Larry tries to work the uppercut inside. Nice defense inside by Larry. He's got those big, long arms. The Atlantic City Convention Center. You're watching Larry Holmes. Oh, look at this. Larry up on his toes using the jab.
I know Holmes took a pretty long time to get into shape to fight.
Well,
I've been seeing his a lot of stories.
You saw just a shade of the old Larry Holmes. And now here he is back to the... Oh, left hook got Larry that time. That never would have happened in the old days. In 1988, it's Mike Tyson's era of the 80s. Right now, getting through this fourth round is the biggest problem. Oh, right hand, down goes Larry Holmes. For one of the few times in his career.
Now, I know that's not Jake Paul. I'm just showing a fight of Mike Tyson's prime.
Ronaldo snipes had him out with the heaviest shot the
prime Mike Tyson was actually unreal.
He's the boss, and Larry's down for the second time.
Also Jake Paul after this Jake Paul and Mike Tyson.
But Larry's in a heap of trouble here. His legs out there, he's taking standing 8 counts the blood.
Thank you, JB.
He senses the kill. He comes in for it. Larry trying to hold him off.
After this fight, I'll show Jake
Tyson. The end of a great career is imminent. Larry Holmes' legs are jelly. There's lightning in the fist. Big right hand, followed up by the left one. Lightning in the fist of Tyson. Getting in position. Mike showing patience to get set for the big shot. Right hand hurt Larry again. He's back at his heels. Left hand. Larry's going to get hurt. This is bad. Takes a look into the eyes. Larry gets nailed with the left hand, the right hand, digs to the body, goes to throw right hand, gets clipped with a big right hand. He won't get up from this one. It's all over. Joe Cortez has seen it up, and Larry Holmes is knocked out. He doesn't count him out. But
we need to see the replays of that.
Right hand with the left hand.
Wait, we need to see the replays of that. Okay.
This is bad.
You see Holmes getting it. Okay. Holmes is getting defeated. Look at the punch. Look at the punch.
Gets clipped with a big right hand. He won't get up from this one. It's all over. Joe Cortez has seen it up, and Larry Holmes is knocked out.
Everybody allowed in the ring.
He doesn't count him out, but he's out. And above that left eye. Same thing, different angle. Watch for it.
Yo, but that was nasty.
Boom, right there. Look at that. The power of that right hand. And Mike driving off his back foot and really has everything going. Watch the way.
And anyone else saying that Jake Paul knocked out Mike Tyson, you were absolutely 100% right. That was not even a knockout. It was 8 rounds and it had to be finished.
Larry would have had the left up. It's the second knockdown.
But that's crazy, the way like he got knocked out.
A left hand, a right hand.
That's crazy.
And then just an accumulation of pretty.
It's actually insane. Okay, now was Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson scripted?
Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to our channel. Today, we are diving into something absolutely wild. Something I know you all want to hear about. Yup, you guessed it, the leaked fight script for the most unexpected showdown of the year. Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul. Yeah, I know, it sounds like a fever dream. But hey, this is where we are at. And honestly, I am loving it. So, grab your popcorn, buckle up, and let's break this leaked fight script down round by round. We will tell you exactly where the knockout happens. Spoiler alert, it is going to be epic. Round 1, Tyson sets the tone. The bell rings, and right away Tyson's on the hunt. He is doing that classic bob and weave, moving forward and making Jake work to keep his distance. Jake looks cautious, trying to stay out of reach while circling around the ring. Tyson lands a couple of jabs, but Jake's youth gives him an edge in movement. He is light on his feet. Jake even manages to land a quick 1-2 combo before stepping back. Tyson's a bit slower than in his prime, but he's still got that look in his eye. By the end of the round, Jake's feeling pretty good, but Tyson's just getting started. Round 2, Tyson turns up the heat. Round 2 kicks off and Tyson's no longer just testing the waters. He is cutting off the ring, making it tough for Jake to move around. Tyson gets in close and lands a brutal left hook to Jake's body. You can almost hear the crowd wince along with Jake. It's a big shot, but Jake doesn't back down. He uses his reach and throws out some long jabs to keep Tyson from closing in too much. You can tell Jake's got stamina on his side, bouncing around, while Tyson's starting to breathe a little heavier. Round 3, Jake's confidence grows. In round 3, you can see Jake starting to get comfortable. He plants his feet more, looking for those big shots. He manages to land a sharp right cross that catches Tyson off guard for a moment. The crowd is loving it. Jake actually made Tyson stumble. Tyson responds though, throwing a classic combination that shows he's still got it, even if Jake manages to dodge most of it. Jake's getting into a rhythm now, finding his range with that jab, while Tyson's head movement isn't quite what it used to be. The momentum seems to be shifting. Round 4, the struggle for Tyson. By round 4, it is clear Tyson's feeling the years. He is still swinging with power, but the shots are fewer, and Jake's starting to see them coming. Jake keeps landing cleaner punches, especially using his jab to keep Tyson at bay. Then Jake lands a sharp right hand that opens up a cut above Tyson's eye. Tyson is still trying to push forward. He's got that never quit attitude, but Jake's footwork is keeping him out of harm's way. The crowd can sense it. Jake is turning the tide, and Tyson's struggling to keep up. Round 5, the knockout blow. Here we go. Round 5, Jake knows Tyson is running out of gas, and he starts going on the offensive. He backs Tyson up to the ropes with a crisp 3-punch combo, and Tyson's looking tired. Tyson tries to duck and weave out of danger, but Jake times it perfectly. Boom! A huge right hand connects, catching Tyson right on the chin. Tyson's legs give out, and he goes down hard. The ref steps in, starts the count, but it's clear Tyson's not getting back up in time. Jake Paul pulls off the win, and the crowd can't believe it. The arena's in shock. The aftermath. After the fight, Tyson shows what a class act he is. He heads over to Jake.
Remember when Tyson asked for a fight, asked for handshake, and Jake Paul didn't give it? That was actually disrespectful, not gonna lie.
Him up and gives him a nod of respect. You can tell there's mutual respect there. Jake might have won, but facing a legend like Tyson is no joke, and he knows it. Tyson's interview afterward is humble. He praises Jake for having the guts to step into the ring, especially against someone like him. Jake, despite the victory, stays humble too. He talks about how much it meant to share the ring with one of his idols, and honestly, you've got to respect that. The internet, of course, goes absolutely wild. Memes, tweets, hot takes, you name it, it is everywhere. And people can't get over how close the fight came to matching that eked script. In the end, everyone got what they came for. Pure entertainment.
Well, it happened. Jake Paul beat Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson's just been beat off Jake Paul. But how?
Wait, this is called Boxing Pros Expos scripted Jake Paul.
Oh, Mike Tyson's an absolute legend and one of the greatest fighters of all time. How can this YouTuber beat such a great fighter?
Exactly. Okay, at first it was so random because, like, how did just a random YouTuber, not a random Jake Paul, a YouTuber, beat Mike Tyson? Everybody was like in shock.
Been widely branded by critics and boxing experts as a scripted spectacle rather than
a Yo, thank you so much for subscribing, Line. But is this the script? Is this the script? The opening bell rings and Tyson showing round 1, round 2, 3, 4, 5. Is this the script? No way. Wait, we need to find out more about this.
Legitimate competition. Fans were hoping for an entertaining clash, but the fight ended up disappointing many, leading to allegations that it was orchestrated for business purposes.
Script has went viral. Let's see how accurate it was. The opening bell rings. Tyson is showing flashes of his old form, which actually happened. As soon as the bell went, Mike Tyson came out with that head movement, pushing forward. Immediately he stalks forward with his signature bob and weave
Mike
style.
Did it for money.
Now let me just stop right there. Even before I sing this
I heard he got paid about 40 to 20 million.
Was going to happen? Like, what else would happen? Would Mike Tyson come out and start moving on his back foot and not bobbing, weaving his head like he always has done? Obviously, that's what he's going to do.
Former boxer Carl Froch, speaking to the Metro, expressed his belief that Tyson may have been restricted by contract terms that prevented him from truly trying to hurt Jake Paul. Froch speculated that if Tyson had been allowed to land a powerful left or right hook, he could have knocked Paul out. However, Froch doubted such an outcome was ever possible, suggesting that the fight appeared fixed to favor Paul.
I don't know what pleasure you can take from beating an old Mike Tyson. I don't.
I believe he actually won the first 2 rounds. Jake Paul probably won the rest of them. Mike Tyson's legs were gone, man.
Jake Paul beats Mike Tyson.
They were gone. And I believe Ryan, I got to give Ryan credit on this one, man. Because Ryan from Sports Wars, he did say that there would be like a no knockout clause. Now, Jake Paul.
I know it's soft because I'm talking like
he's put down every single fighter he's actually been against. Now, he's only fought one boxer before Tyson. Now, Mike Tyson, man, is 58 years old, and I watched this man because I grew up watching the real Mike Tyson. That was the greatest spectacle you ever saw in your life.
Evander Holyfield, a fellow boxing legend, openly criticized the fight,
This is-
suggesting
was-
something felt off with Tyson.
I thought that
Holyfield's
was
comments added to the
Tyson.
speculation that Tyson was not at his best and that external factors may have impacted the fight.
What did you think of the fight?
Yo, Preston, you can say all you want, but you mean nothing to me, and your comment means nothing to me. Okay?
Well, you know,
So I don't
you
care
can tell something was wrong with
what you say.
Tyson leg.
If
So
you're
he
not
couldn't-
happy, you can leave.
His balance was off.
Oh, that's crazy. You noticed that. I just talked to his trainer.
If
and he
you're
told
not
me that
happy,
exact
you
thing.
can leave.
His balance was off.
His balance was off.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow. You know, overall, like, how do you see Jake growing from this, and who do you want to see him fight against now?
Well, you know, I'm like, he's a pretty good fighter.
Fans had modest expectations for the fight, but the outcome proved even more disappointing than anticipated. Promoted as a thrilling clash between a YouTube sensation and a legendary boxer, the match fell flat, coming across as a lackluster, business-focused event that failed to deliver the excitement it promised.
This fight sucked gorilla balls. I hated it. A roided-up 27-year-old fighting a 58-year-old senior citizen should have been illegal in the first place. I was already expecting to be disappointed, but was still blown out of the water with how bad it really was. I called it back in March, saying that this fight would suck,
DJ
and that the
and I
Paul
shows
sisters were
speak.
very
Thank you so
good at
much for
generating
subscribing.
hype, only to deliver a letdown, and both those things happened. But still, Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson was a giant economic success. The Netflix servers were overloaded with how many people were trying to watch it. So money grab fights and mediocrity are now literally being celebrated. And it's so sad to see how far the business of boxing has really fallen. This is why Dana White is the absolute best when it comes to the fight game. Say what you will about him, but he is the John Jones of promoters. Every week he puts on fights where the best fights the best. No gimmick bullshit. And I hear Jake Paul is going to be announcing his next opponent really soon.
Fans tuned in hoping for a nostalgic throwback as Mike Tyson faced off against Jake Paul. Instead, they were met with what many described as a hollow and staged event.
Headbutts or not, they went in. But yo, Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul. What do we got? Mike Tyson is 58 years old. Jake Paul is 27. 31-year difference. Most of us wanted to see Mike Tyson win. The nostalgia, we rock with Mike. A lot of us support Mike. Jake Paul, you know, the famous YouTuber that stepped into boxing. And I'm not gonna say he's made a mockery of boxing because he is a real fighter. He is a real boxer. He has boxed professionally. He is knocking a bunch of people out. I'm not trying to put him in the real class of our real boxers. We're not doing that.
I'm gonna end stream
of
after
course.
this
But I
one,
respect
after
Jake
this
Paul,
23
though. I mean, we're not gonna go that far.
And then
We're
I
not
might
gonna
come
kill
back on
him.
later for
So this was never really
subs
touted to be no real
if my
shit.
OBS
31
is,
year old difference. But the fact that we support Mike,
not acting up.
just imagine if Mike would have got in there and just happened to land one of the motherfuckers and put Jake Paul in his ass. Man, I tell you, the nostalgia and the beauty in that would have been crazy. But by the time we got to about the third round, Mike stopped throwing punches. He stopped throwing punches. He had about 30 seconds of the first round where he looked dangerous. About 30 seconds. That's it. He came out. He was moving. Ooh, 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 ooh. Mike looking fast and sharp. Got up there during the weigh-ins with a six-pack. He's like, what the fuck is going on? Mike, is he on steroids or some shit?
For Tyson's loyal supporters, it was a painful reminder that time spares no one, not even the greatest of champions.
After that first 30, 45 seconds,
soon after
that's
this
it.
video,
It was a
or
wrap.
after one more, and then
After
I'll
that,
be
you know,
back maybe
he
later
really
on
had Jake Paul on his bike for a
for
second.
subs.
Let's
for
be
playing
real.
with the subs
Jake Paul was on his bike for about the first minute of the first.
Maybe, or maybe I'll play with subs offline. With maybe what is this? Maybe I invite like some of my
But
friends.
after that,
so I can
where
like,
was
play with
Mike?
subs too.
Nowhere to really be found.
Like
We just
squats.
watched him bite his fucking glove the whole time.
Off
Roy
stream
Jones
or
in there
on stream?
commentating, talking
Just
about
be
his
on and I
mouthpiece.
invite you
No,
guys.
that's just Mike being Mike.
But if I'm
biting his
live, then
fucking glove, doing nothing.
That's good too.
For Mike Tyson's loyal supporters, watching their hero in this state was a heartbreaking experience. What was supposed to be a showcase of his enduring spirit turned into a spectacle that many felt tarnished his legacy.
All right, I'm not even going to sit around and wait for the result of that Jake Paul-Mike Tyson fight. That was the most pointless, stupid fight in the history of boxing. That was absolutely pathetic.
Chat, I am so sorry. I actually gotta go do something. Okay, wait, this is the plan, okay?
Netflix
Let
couldn't
me
even
just
get
lower
your
the
stream.
volume so you guys can actually like hear me. This is the plan, okay? I'm going to do something real quick. Okay, I'll come back and I will be on Fort streaming. I'll stream Fort and play with subs maybe. I am so sorry. That's the plan. It's either I go do something real quick, I'll come back, I'll play with subs either offline or online, and yeah, that's the plan. Okay, I am so sorry. And Tom, make sure if you're gonna be there, make sure to be on live or off stream. If you're on live, please be there, because I need mods for viewers to see if it's like if they're subscribed or not. Okay, I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'm so sorry that I had to do something. We'll continue this tomorrow. Okay, I'm so sorry. To the 15 people that are watching, that everybody just left. I had like 200 people watching and everybody left because I know that I'm gonna end stream. But yeah, I will play this video again tomorrow. Okay, bye. I'll see you guys later. Mañana. Bye. Bye. I miss you.